to those who can't afford or pretty much the less fortunate. So every year we've been doing this, and this time around we've got some sponsors who have come on board, but to only find out they've been on this bandwagon for the past 4 years. I spoke to the guys from Julie last week, the Biscuits. This time around, this afternoon, joining me in the studios, I've got two lovely ladies and one handsome man at the back there, sitting down very quietly. His name is Mr. Alvin. Hello, Mr. Alvin. But the focus is on our two ladies, who is the president of Gift of Life Society, Ms. Wendy Chan. Welcome to the studios.
Hi, Miss Double D, right?
Yes.
Nice meeting you.
And also I've got Tee LayBee. I can call you LayBee?
Yes.
Welcome to the studio as well.
Thank you.
How are you all this afternoon? All okay?
Yeah, okay, thanks. Thanks, very good.
Wait, how's traffic? I see your office.
Very smooth.
No problems, huh?
Yeah, no problem.
Well, before we talk on how your involvement with Jelajah Ramadan, let's let our listeners know about the Gift of Life Society itself. You guys are an NGO and you are giving back to society, helping the less fortunate. So, Wendy, would you like to actually tell us a bit about your organization?
Yeah, actually Gift of Life Society is the NGO. Why we name it Gift of Life? Gift is something that everyone likes. However, in many cases, we do not receive the long-awaited gift. And inevitably that have been disappointed. So Gift of Life Society is formed for charity event to make some less fortunate people to have their dreams come true and fulfill their wish to receive their long-awaited gift. It started in 2004 because of sympathy for the victims of South Asian tsunami. I personally rented this vegetarian restaurant, organized a 2 days donation, enjoy the vegetarian food campaign for tsunami victims to raise 10,000 for the charity fund. Subsequently, how I started this Gift of Life was in a shopping mall when I met OKU on sales of the handicraft, and I saw there he was selling a 250 to 5 ringgit, but he was asking for a wheelchair donation for 1,002.
Okay, so you're selling these items so you get to collect funds. Yes. To buy him a new wheelchair.
So I was just surprised from 250, take how long for him to collect 1,002. So I took the society, their center's name, and I went over to see the center. And then they told me they need a motorized wheelchair. During that time, it cost about 10,000.
Wow,
and also they needed van, they needed quite a number of wheelchairs. Then I was touched and I really don't know what to do, you know. Then I went home. During that time, my son just started to work, and I just told my husband and my son the story. Then without hesitation, my son just gave me 1,002. So for the wheelchair, I was surprised. So immediately I was thinking, with his 1,002, I must also contribute, right? I started calling a friend, a lawyer friend, telling him about this matter. Suddenly my lawyer friend said, okay, I contribute the 10,000 for the motorized wheelchair. Wow. It was really a lot for those 14 over years, you know. Then later he called me again, Wendy, you want something? I give you a van. Can you imagine, within few days, I collected all this, you know.
These are good people among us in society. It is amazing.
So that's why, that's how I started it, and then a presentation of the wheelchairs and the van. Then later, the center, Pastor Sia was telling me, she had a lot of birds asking for, you know, all the gifts, but she can't handle it alone. So she invited me to do it, and we had this shopping mall for the whole year, and we managed to collect about 200,000, which is 101 gift for all the disabled. So,
amazing.
Exactly.
But this is all before you actually decide to start.
Yes. Then later, then she said that, Wendy, I think I passed this job to you, you know. So I have to take over, and every year I still doing this sort of, you know, because what is different from us doing is that we will collect all the money from the donors, and then we will hold a party. Those days it was a small function. I will make sure my donors will meet the recipients.
Okay.
So you will see where the money goes.
It is transparent.
Transparent.
Correct.
Then later, because all the function, dinner or lunch, I will pay for the food at about 7,000 to 8,000. One day an association told me, Wendy, this is not how you do charity. You cannot just keep on paying and also helping. So they started to contribute money to me.
Oh, man.
It was 4 years ago. Suddenly, I just think of it. I told my husband, what if I pass away? If I die, nobody will continue this gift of life. So happened a group of friends, 7 of us, you know, I just told them about my story. Then they accepted my idea. So we just formed the society and call it Gift of Life Society. And we continue to help 1 year after year. And you know, we managed to get quite a good response since we formed the society.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's Miss Wendy, she's told us this whole amazing story. I'd like to talk to LayBee herself. So how long have you been with Gift of Life Society yourself? From the very start?
I joined the society after the establishment.
How did you guys meet? Are you all old friends, Wendy and you?
Yeah. Wendy is my friend.
Okay.
She's my superior actually. Yeah. And we see how she do. At the beginning we were not involved, but then when we were really impressed by her patience and her passionate in this. So
Okay.
a group of us, we joined her.
Now it's actually a big sacrifice someone's got to make to be part of a society that wants to give it back to the less fortunate, because everyone is chasing for money and working, and they've got busy schedules. Like when yourself, your son is old enough right now. Some of them are young with so many commitments, but to actually find time to put aside and to be part of this loving society is something very brilliant. So, how did you come up with this Gift of Life? The name itself, who came up with the idea, Wendy? I'm sure.
See, it was together with the Pastor Sia, the disabled home.
Okay.
Because we think of we give away these wheelchairs and cushions, medical cushions.
Yeah, okay.
All these are a kind of gift to people. So it is part of their life. Why we say part of their life? Because like medical cushion, a lot of people don't know that disabled require a medical cushion, and it is not the $30-40 ringgit things. It is 1,008. So because the disabled, they're paralyzed, you know, so they got no feeling. So they require this medical cushion. If they bleed, also they didn't realize that. You see. So these are all the gifts. We give them the gift so that they can come back to the society, like a motorized wheelchair, a 3-wheel motorcycle, you know. Then once we give them a gift, then they can be independent and come back to the society to work. And there are cases that people tell me that, oh, I almost wanted to commit suicide because it was a testimonial. I wanted to commit suicide because I found that myself are hopeless. Because I'm hopeless because I couldn't help my family. So after this guy obtained the 3-wheel motorcycle, he gave a testimonial. He said he's very happy that he got a gift from us because now he can take the children to school and he also can do some recycling work. So that is a gift that we want them to come back to the society, you see. That's more important. To
get them back on their own 2 feet is something very, very noble, because like you said, I do have cases in my living area. There's this gentleman who, of course, some of them, they neglect themselves in terms of health. They don't take care of themselves. He was a diabetic patient. They amputated 1 leg. Then he was still fine. Okay, 1 leg I can still use my crutches, and then eventually the other leg had to go. And this is from midway of his time. And then he was at home. He couldn't function anymore, and he was seeking for help. And so we did something. Me and my friends came up together. They said he needs a motorized wheelchair, and we did it. And now he is going. He's got a little stall set up with his wife, and he can move. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, this is the same case I had. A Malay lady who sells nasi lemak. She is my friend. So one day I didn't see her selling nasi lemak. I asked her why, because same case, diabetic, amputated the 2 legs. Then when she came to see me, she cried. I said, don't worry, I raised one for you for a motorized wheelchair. Because she find that her husband is hopeless already, cannot do anything, cannot help her. So after we gave her the motorized wheelchair, she was so happy. She invited us for her daughter's wedding. Wow, he can move around.
That's exactly what the gentleman did.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He actually used the wheelchair, came to my house with a tupper like, sir, can you please ask your friend? He brought me the makan. I said, no, why you have to travel so far? No, this is the least I can do for you to give my life back. I said, wow.
That's why you see the life back, right? This gift of life, that's why I say it.
It's brilliant. We're going to take a short break and come back, continue chatting more about this, because if you like to be part of them, the society, brilliant, man. I always love to do charity because it's karma. You do good, good will come back to you. What's the point of all this taking to yourself? Give it back.
True.
TraxxFM. Wow.
Oh, that's great that
Yep.
you also give a
So me and
motorized.
my
Same
friends
story,
lah.
you know, really.
Yeah, so me and my bunch of friends, every month, each of us put in 200 ringgit. We get a collective of 5,000 ringgit cash. So we find lah whoever needs it. Literally they need, we go as citizens.
Create higher public awareness in understanding and helping our less fortunate and our neglected communities. Yeah. In addition to that, we have also distributed some fund for needy students.
Okay.
Gift of Life Society also visited a few schools to set aside part of the money raised as a grant for poor students. So as one of our main objective in our is to administer an arrangement of our public fund to provide relief or distress fund on school stationaries for the Malaysians poor and needy communities. As a charity organizations, we have been hosting monthly visits and activities to old folks home, orphanage home, disabled centers and domestic disasters such as flood, fire and other burden.
Okay.
In fact, there are a lot of people who want to visit all these sectors and we advise them to take children along. But some of them, they don't know where to start, they don't know how to start. They do not know how to contact, how to communicate with them.
Yeah.
When they see those retarded child, they were afraid to hug them.
Yes, the Down syndromes and yes,
Yeah.
they look different.
They look different.
To a child, like, wait a minute, they do look the same. What's going on?
Yeah, they do not know how to communicate with them.
Right.
Okay. So we encourage them to join our monthly charity trips together with their children. Let them feel how fortunate they are for these children. So as a result, most of the participants, they feel good about these trips and also encourage people to have a way to see for themselves to do good. For this, we have been launching Gift of Life Society 2013 with the team. Okay, and this year on the 12th of November 2016,
Okay.
we will be having another charity fundraising event. The theme is Rain or Shine, we walk together.
With an umbrella.
Yes, with
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
the logo is come with an umbrella.
Oh really? I just made that up. I didn't know. So it is true. The logo comes with an umbrella.
It is.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it will be on Saturday on the 12th of November in PJ.
Well, maybe nearer to the date November, maybe we can have you guys back in the studios to have a chat. Because giving back to society, we at Traxx pretty much advocate us to give back to society and help the less fortunate. And like what you guys are doing is actually an eye-opener to the kids who do not know what's going on, and to actually show them that how lucky they are to be where they are, to have what they have, because there are other kids around them who are not as lucky as these kids. And the fact that you guys, the Gift of Life Society, are sharing this and letting the community know, it's, I think, a very noble thing. But let's get back to why you guys are here in the studios to begin with. Because 4 years running, Gift of Life Society has been together with Jelajah Ramadan RTM. So what made you guys be wanting to be part of our Jelajah Ramadan in RTM in the first place?
We were being invited to.
Wow! Okay, that's nice. That's nice. You guys never said no.
Okay, actually this year Gift of Life Society is honoured to be invited again to participate in Jelajah Ramadan program for 2016. And also the first time to be interviewed by Traxx.
Traxx FM.
Yeah.
Traxx, I like Traxx who can, but anyway, Traxx, lovely.
It's an honour actually. And actually, start from 2013, we already started with this one. That time we were having a buka puasa with the YCK Muslim children, Yayasan Chowkit.
Okay.
That was in 2013.
Alright.
And Gift of Life Society engaged a clown to play with the children, and also we have given ang pao away. Then in 2014, Jelajah Ramadan RTM is the iftar with orphans.
Okay, that was okay.
That was in 2014, and also with the orphans, then goodie bags and all this with cupcakes and ang pao.
Okay.
But it was fun during that time because we can really mix around with all different races.
Alright, yes, and you guys have been part of
part of the sponsors.
And of course, for Jenazah Ramadan, it's not only focused here in KL because it goes
Yes,
throughout all of Malaysia,
yes.
and you guys get to see what's happening in other states as well.
So last year, 215, then this Al Fikra in Kajang,
Okay.
the Muslim old folk song.
All right.
And I was very surprised because the old folk song was taken very well taken care by the person, Tuan Haji Asmi. They were taken care of, and they not only Muslim, they have Chinese, mixed races.
Okay.
And of course this year we are going to visit the cancer patient in MU during the daytime. Then also we were giving ang pao to them for their family to buy some goodie for their Hari Raya.
Hari Raya, okay.
Then after that 5 o'clock we will come back here.
RTM.
RTM.
Berbuka puasa.
Berbuka puasa with them.
Okay.
And also we will be giving away rice.
Oh, that's something very good. Something they can actually use to their own
for the homes.
benefit. Yeah. And Wendy, I'm going to ask you this now. There are a lot of NGOs out here in Malaysia, organizations, and they have come forth to do good to society. And there are some so-called bogus, I would say, these things they just don't exist, but they just want to collect funds for their own benefits, right? And having said that, have you guys ever gotten cases like they said, oh, we really need help, we need cash, about X amount to actually be used for a particular purpose, but the fact of the whole thing is, it's a scam. They just want to come forward, take the money from y'all, and in the end, they use it for their personal benefit for the wrong reasons. Have you ever encountered cases such?
Actually, we don't encounter such cases because all our applicants, they have to apply to us.
Right, okay.
Then, but we will interview them.
Oh.
But of course, there are cases also not realistic. I know. We had one case that they applied for a motorized wheelchair for a girl, I think it's about 18 years old.
Okay.
Then we had an interview with the sister. Sister told me that this little girl required a motorized. But fortunately that day the sister not around and the mother took a phone call. Mother said, please don't give my daughter motorized wheelchair. She can't use because she's sick. She's sick, you know.
She won't be able to function.
She won't be able to function it at all. And true enough, so I said, okay, I will still give you a normal wheelchair, lightweight wheelchair. So during the dinner, because normally the donors and the recipient have to be around. So last year, it was in fact last year, she attended the function. But unfortunately, this girl, luckily we didn't give her the motorized wheelchair, she got a fist.
Oh, she's got, okay.
Fist. And then what happened if she got a motorized wheelchair? You can imagine.
Yes, you'll be holding the joystick and not, yeah, my goodness.
We normally interview. We had one case recently also. He wanted a motorized, so I went to visit, and the apartment is very narrow. Can't even go in. And what I'm worried that because he's not very well really. We are very worried because it was on the top floor, quite high floor. And what happened if he pressed and banged into the balcony, and he can commit suicide. So that's why we have to interview them. And of course, when you say that in case there is avoid abuse of donation,
yes.
I say normally from my experience, if I'm sure some of you also face this problem that on the roadside or in a coffee shop, right? They will come to you for donation, right?
Yes.
What I normally do, I say, can I have the name card? I will go there personally.
Okay.
Because I won't.
That's one way.
Direct. Yes, that's one way.
That's one way.
Normally, I will go direct to that. You see, I will turn them down. So this is how we avoid it to misuse. Sometimes they really misuse our compassion.
So the Gift of Life Society actually does do your very own screening process before you engage and actually give that gift to the person who's actually applying for this. So far to date, do you have enough figures of how many wheelchairs you guys have given out? Oh, okay. That means you lost count.
really lost count because.
Oh, okay, don't worry. It's okay, don't worry. Yes, don't worry.
I can remember is how much we have given away.
In terms of value.
In terms of value.
All right.
It's after, because earlier when I was doing alone before I formed the society, every year will be because one person doing it would 30 over thousand, 50 over thousand. I can't reach the 50 over 60,000 is the maximum.
Your target. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But after I formed the society in 2013, and that team was my Grateful Heart, and we collected 115,000, 115,000, and all these are purchased equipment for the.
Okay. All right.
And 2014, because of you, the team we collected about 97,000. And in the year 2015, that's last year, 131,000.
That's brilliant.
So that was the team of Together We Are One. So this year we are targeting 150,000, and we are looking around for contribution, sponsorship, and all this.
Okay, you know what? That's absolutely brilliant. And plus, you guys are part of Jelajah RTM, Ramadan RTM. So for the benefit of our listeners who tuned in right now, Wendy and LayBee, how can they get in touch with you? Do you have like a Facebook page, contact details, email, website? So if there's somebody like to come forward and contribute and help together with the Gift Life Society, how can they go about doing it? Yeah. Telephone number as well. Great.
Telephone number, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, our number is 017 671 7322.
Okay, let's go down. 017
671
671
7322.
7322.
Yeah.
And do you have a Facebook account?
Yeah.
Because everyone's on social media these days. It's easy to look.
Easier for them to refer. It's www.facebook.com/giftoflifesociety.
Okay. I got some spaceship in the studios now. Anyway, it's okay. Okay, what's it called?
It's called www.facebook.com/giftoflifesociety.
Gift of Life Society. Lovely. And any other platform you can get in touch with you besides the phone number? Your email address. Yeah, do you have one?
Gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Alright guys, thank you so much. Pretty much 15 minutes, I told you right, all time's up. Any parting words you'd like to share? Any message you'd like to send out to our listeners before I let you go?
Thank you very much, David D.
No problem.
And really, it was really appreciated that you gave us a chance to come to this
Traxx
FM.
Traxx on later, right?
Traxx
Okay.
FM. And really, we look for, because as you're aware that this year the contribution is not easy, so and I really wish that they will come towards to us.
Okay. So they can actually reach you by 017 671 7322, and this number it goes to whose numbers?
There's the office number.
Office number, okay, that's the office. Facebook.com/Gift of Life Society, directly on social media, and you can email directly to wendychan.cyc@gmail.com. Maybe anything from you before I let you go as well? Any messages to our listeners?
Yeah, we appeal for Malaysian syndicate by giving this free lightweight wheelchairs, motorized wheelchairs, or you can just contribute the money.
And every time you contribute, when you hand it over to that particular organization or person, it's going to be absolutely transparent. The donor and the recipient will be there.
You have also tax exemption.
Oh, tax exemption, yes. Of course, there's definitely given if you do charity and it's a donation, you guys will reimburse a particular receipt. Yes, lovely. Ladies, Wendy and LayBee, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, WD.
See, I told you, right? The first time on the English station,
Yeah.
30 minutes just went by just like that.
Because of you.
Thank
you.
Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is Traxx FM, and yes, Mr. Alvin in the back. Thank you so much, sir. Alright, good evening, Mila. The only guy in the studio with me today.